Hi, Patrick. Thanks for the time today.
Anytime, man. I appreciate it.
So, as you mentioned earlier, you believe that you're better everywhere than Juan Archuleta, and he's primarily known for his striking, and you're primarily known for your grappling. So, I'm wondering, are you going to try and play to your strength, or do you really want to test yourself against the striking pedigree to prove that you are, in fact, better everywhere?
No, man, I don't necessarily just call myself a grappler. I guess they just named me that because I finish people on the ground. I could fight standing up as well. And, it just so happened that no one's been able to stuff a takedown. So, I don't mind wherever the fight goes. I don't need to prove myself just because he's a striker, I think I'm already the better striker anyway. So, wherever the fight goes, wherever it plays out, I just plan on dragging him to hell, man. You know what I mean? No matter where it goes, I plan on engaging and fighting. So to me, it does not matter if we stay standing up for 25 minutes or if we hit the mat in the first minute. I'm ready just to go fight him. And I'm going to let my fighting prove that I'm better than him everywhere.
Right. And throughout your entire career, you've been known for your activities. You do fight a lot. But as we've seen with these fighters before who become champion, their activity seems to drop off a little bit. So I'm wondering, are you planning to be an active champion and how many times do you want to defend your belt per year?
3 times a year at least, man. I want to fight 3 times a year if I got the title, especially because it's a longer fight. I used to pride myself on fighting 4 times a year. I did it my whole career. But 3 times would be a little better because, you have those extra 2 rounds of damage, but I want to be an active champion, right here, when I win on Saturday night, I'd like to defend it in 2020 here and keep the ball rolling. I've only fought on New Year's Eve last year, basically. So with COVID going on, I want to fight here, put this guy away, and then I want to get back out there, you know what I mean? I want to stay active.
Yeah, and before this, your fight was in the cross-promotion event with Ryzen. And I'm wondering, how different is it even though you weren't really a Ryzen fighter for the night, you were still fighting under their banner with the co-promotion. So how different is it the way that they do things compared to Bellator?
It's a lot different, man. You have way more fans. That arena's huge. The crowd doesn't make any noise. And I fought underneath a completely different rule set. I made 134 pounds instead of 135. And I'm one of the guys that brought themselves over there. I think, in the uncomfortable, I don't know if any Bellator people have ever won in the Ryzen ring either. I think Darian Caldwell fought there and then John Macapa. And they were both unsuccessful. So, I did it differently. I put the guy away in 90 seconds. And since then, that guy's been on a 2-fight win streak. So it's a lot different. And for that night, I was a Ryzen fighter, being underneath the rule set, being in the square instead of the cage, instead of the circle, should I say. It's just a lot different. And, it was a good night for me.